Welcome to English Radio Channel. This is the place where real talks help you grow your English and your life. I am your host, Mark.
And I am Sarah. We are so happy you are listening to us today.
Today, we want you to think about a very small moment. It is a moment that happens to millions of people every single day.
You pick up your phone. You unlock the screen. You open your banking app.
And you look at the number on your screen. Take a deep breath. How does your body feel right now?
Do you feel calm? Do you feel happy? Do you feel curious?
Or maybe, do you feel a little nervous? Do your hands get a little bit sweaty?
I think for many people, it is a tiny moment of stress. It is a sudden feeling of worry. We look at the numbers and we think, oh no.
Or we think, where did all my money go? The strange thing is that many of us are adults. We are responsible people.
We go to work, we take care of our families, we pay our bills on time.
We do everything we are supposed to do, but when it comes to money, we still feel very confused.
That confusion actually has a name. In English, we call it financial literacy.
Let's stop right there, Sarah. Literacy is a difficult word. We need to explain it to our listeners.
You are right. Literacy usually means the ability to read and write. It is what you learn in primary school.
But when we put it with the word financial, it means something else. Financial means anything related to money.
So, financial literacy means understanding how money works in your everyday life. It is the ability to read your money situation.
Exactly. It is not about complicated economics. You don't need to understand the global stock market.
You do not need to do complex math equations. It's just everyday things.
Things like knowing exactly where your money goes each month, knowing how to save a little bit of it.
And knowing how to plan for your future. The good news is very simple.
You do not need a university degree in finance to understand money. Most of the time, you just need a few simple habits.
Let's explain the word habit. A habit is something you do regularly, almost without thinking about it.
Today's episode is not about becoming a millionaire overnight. We are not selling anything.
There are no get-rich-quick tricks here. Let's explain that great English phrase.
A get-rich-quick scheme is a plan that promises lots of money very fast. These are usually bad ideas or scams.
Those promises never work in real life. Instead of tricks, we are going to talk about 8 small money habits.
These are realistic habits. They can quietly and slowly change the way you feel about money.
And of course, because this is English Radio Channel, you will also improve your English. You will learn while you listen.
We will speak clearly. We will stop and explain new or difficult words.
Just like we did with financial literacy. And we will repeat important ideas so you can follow along easily.
Before we start with habit number 1, we have a small challenge for you. We really love reading your comments.
So please go to the comments section right now. We want you to finish this sentence.
Write this. When I open my banking app, I feel blank. Be totally honest with us.
You can say stressed, happy, confused, or proud. Then add one more sentence.
Write this. One money habit I want to improve this year is blank.
This challenge helps you practice writing in English. It also helps you reflect on your relationship with money.
Reflect means to think deeply about something. It is the very first step to making a positive change.
All right, Mark. Why don't you start us off with a story? We love hearing your stories.
I would love to. Let me tell you something that happened to me a few years ago. It was payday.
Payday. That's everyone's favorite day of the month. It's the day your company sends your salary to your bank account.
Yes, it's the best day. I had just received my monthly salary. I was walking down the street.
You were probably going to buy a nice coffee.
Exactly. I opened my banking app feeling very happy. I saw the big number on the screen.
But let me guess what happened next. The happiness did not last very long, did it?
No, it absolutely did not. Just a few days later, I checked the app again.
And what did you see?
I suddenly thought, wait, why is my balance already so low? It was a terrible shock.
Let's explain the word balance. Your bank balance is the exact amount of money you have in your account.
Right. It's an awful feeling when your balance drops too quickly. It's the moment you realize the money disappeared.
It disappeared much faster than you expected. It's like water slipping through your fingers.
That's a perfect way to describe it. Water slipping through your fingers. You can't catch it.
And what was the worst part about this situation?
The worst part was that I couldn't clearly explain where the money went. I had no idea.
If I asked you, Mark, what did you buy? What would you say?
I would just stare at you with a blank face. I worked hard every single day.
You had a stable job, right? Let's explain stable.
Stable means strong and not changing. So yes, my job was secure and reliable.
But you still didn't feel in control of your finances. You felt completely lost.
Exactly. I felt like the money was controlling my life. I was not controlling the money.
So how did you fix that bad situation, Mark? What is the first habit our listeners need?
The very first lesson I learned is habit number 1. Your spending should reflect your values.
Let's explain the word reflect. To reflect means to show something, like a mirror shows your face.
That's a great example. And we need to explain the word values as well.
Your values are the ideas and beliefs that are most important to you in your life.
Right. For some people, their main value is family time. For others, it's health.
Or maybe it's freedom or continuous education. Everyone has different personal values.
So the habit is to make sure your money actually goes toward those important things.
How do we do that? It sounds easier than it actually is.
You have to sit down and ask yourself 3 simple questions. Question number 1, what really matters in my life?
Okay, I understand. And what is the second question?
Question number 2, what did I spend money on last month? You have to be honest.
And the final question?
Question number 3, do these 2 things match? This is a very powerful mental exercise.
It really changes everything. Many people say they care deeply about health and family.
But when you look at their bank statements, you see a completely different story. Their words and their actions do not match.
You look at their bank statement and you see a lot of discretionary spending.
Let's pause right there. Discretionary spending, that's a big, formal, difficult phrase.
It's a big phrase. Discretion comes from the word discretion. It means it's your personal choice.
So, discretionary spending means money spent on things that are not essential. You don't need them to survive.
We are not talking about paying your rent. We're not talking about electricity or basic groceries.
We are talking about extra things, things like online shopping for clothes you don't really need.
Or food delivery when you already have perfectly good food in the kitchen.
Or paying for 3 different TV streaming subscriptions at the same time.
Or impulse purchases. Let's explain impulse quickly for our listeners.
An impulse is a sudden, strong feeling to do something. You don't plan it.
So an impulse purchase is when you buy something suddenly without thinking about it at all.
Like grabbing expensive candy at the supermarket checkout line. These things are not evil or bad.
We all love a coffee or a nice dinner out with friends. Life is meant to be enjoyed.
But if these things take up too much space in your budget, it's a massive problem.
They can pull you away from your real priorities. Your priorities are the things you value most.
If your priority is to buy a house, but your discretionary spending is too high, you are failing.
You are not aligning your money with your values. You are wasting your potential.
That brings us perfectly to habit number 2. Start a monthly money check-in.
A check-in, like when you go to an airport and check in for your flight?
It's very similar. When you check in at the airport, you arrive and tell them you are ready.
So, what is a money check-in? How does that work in reality?
It's when you arrive and look closely at your finances. You face the numbers directly.
How often do you do this check-in? Do you do it every single day?
No, doing it every day is too stressful. I do this just once a month.
And how long does it take you to finish it?
It takes me about 30 minutes. It's a very short and focused meeting with myself. Let's move right along to habit number 3. Automate important payments.
Automate. That word comes from automatic. It means to use machines or computers to do work for you.
Yes, when you automate something, it happens by itself. You do not have to push any buttons.
Many people struggle with money because they rely entirely on their memory. They think they will remember to pay bills.
But human memory is highly unreliable. Let's explain unreliable.
Unreliable means you cannot trust it. It might work sometimes, but it will fail eventually.
Life gets very busy. You get tired after work. You simply forget to do things.
That is exactly why automation helps so much. It removes the need for a perfect memory.
You can set up automatic transfers with your bank. The bank computer does the work for you every month.
You should automate important things like your monthly rent. You can also automate your savings account transfers.
And you should automate your utility bills. Let's explain utility quickly.
A utility is a basic public service, things like electricity, water, and gas for your home.
When you automate these payments, a massive weight is lifted off your shoulders. The important tasks happen automatically.
They happen while you are sleeping or while you are at work. You never have to worry about late fees again.
And they happen before you have time to spend that money on something foolish. It protects you from yourself.
Think of it as helping future you. You are making life much easier for the person you will be next week.
Habit number 5 is a major change in mindset. Think differently about extra money.
What do you mean by extra money? Do you mean finding coins on the street?
Sometimes, but usually it means a financial bonus at work, or maybe a cash gift for your birthday.
In the past, what did you do when you received this extra money?
Before I learned this habit, I immediately wanted to spend it. It felt like the money was burning a hole in my pocket.
Wait, burning a hole in your pocket? That is an incredible English idiom. We must explain it.
If money is burning a hole in your pocket, it means you feel a strong urge to spend it quickly.
You feel restless. You feel like you cannot just keep the cash safely in your wallet.
You feel forced to buy something right now. It is a very common feeling for many people.
But you changed this bad habit, Mark. How did you do it?
I completely changed the question in my head. I used to ask, what fun thing should I buy today?
What did you start asking instead?
I started asking, how much of this extra money should I keep for my future security?
That is a brilliant mental shift. You are prioritizing your future comfort over your current excitement.
You don't have to save all of it. You can still use some to buy a nice dinner.
But even saving a small portion of that extra money makes a huge difference over 10 years.
Habit number 5 is extremely important for our podcast listeners. Take action after learning.
Many people absolutely love learning about money. It makes them feel productive and smart.
They watch endless YouTube videos about finance. They read hundreds of articles online.
They listen to educational podcasts, just like this one. They absorb so much information.
But then nothing in their actual life changes. Their bank account stays exactly the same.
Why does nothing change? Because learning without taking action does not improve your life at all.
You need implementation. Let's explain the word implementation to everyone listening.
Implementation is the act of putting a plan into action. It means actually doing the work.
Yes, learning without implementation just makes you smarter about why you are failing. It doesn't fix the problem.
So, to fix this issue, you created a new personal rule. What is the rule?
Every single time I learn something new about money, I force myself to take one small action immediately.
Can you give us some real examples of these small actions?
Of course, if I listen to a podcast about hidden bank fees, my action is to log in and review my fees.
A fee is an extra charge you pay to a business. Banks often have hidden monthly fees.
Exactly. Another example is reading an article about budgeting. My action is to start a simple budget on paper right then.
Or if you watch a video about saving, you immediately move $10 into your savings account.
The amount of money does not matter. Taking small actions builds your personal confidence.
It proves to your brain that you are a person who takes real action.
Habit number 6 can make some people very uncomfortable. The habit is talk about money.
In many cultures around the world, money can feel like a taboo topic.
Let's pause and explain that word, taboo. What does taboo mean in English?
A taboo is a subject or an activity that society says you should avoid. It makes people feel embarrassed.
Politics, religion, and money are often considered taboo topics at a dinner party. People avoid discussing them.
People often avoid discussing their salaries with their friends. They also hide their debts out of shame.
But keeping money a secret creates a lot of unnecessary stress. Honest conversations actually help everyone learn and grow.
Of course, you do not talk about money with a stranger on the bus. You talk to trusted, close friends.
But how do you start that conversation without being awkward or rude?
You can just ask them for friendly advice. People generally love giving advice to their friends.
You can say, "Hey, I'm trying to get better with my finances. How do you manage your monthly budget?"
Or you can ask, do you use any specific mobile apps for tracking your daily expenses? And expenses are simply the things you spend your money on, like food and rent.
These polite conversations build your practical knowledge. They also reduce the fear and loneliness around money problems. Let's look at habit number 7. This is a great mental trick. Reframe the word no.
Let's explain the word reframe. A frame goes around a picture or a window.
To reframe something means to change the way you look at a situation. You give it a completely new meaning.
Many people feel deprived when they try to save money and they cannot buy something they want.
Deprived. That is a strong emotional word. Let's explain it carefully.
Feeling deprived means feeling like something important is missing from your life. It feels like a harsh punishment.
If your friends go out for expensive drinks and you say no, you feel sad and deprived.
But this is where we have to reframe the situation. Saying no today does not mean you are punishing yourself.
Saying no today can actually mean saying yes to something much better later on. This is the reframe.
Give us a concrete, real-world example of this concept.
If I say no to buying a fancy coffee every single morning, it feels a little sad on Monday.
But you are reframing it. You are actually saying yes to having enough money for a beautiful beach vacation.
Exactly. No to unnecessary daily spending means yes to long-term financial security.
No to buying a new car you cannot afford means yes to sleeping peacefully at night without terrible debt.
This mental shift creates a much healthier, happier relationship with your money.
We have reached the final habit, habit number 8, and this might be the most powerful one of all.
Invest in your skills. Spend some of your money on your skills, not just on physical things.
Let's explain what skills are. Skills are the useful things you know how to do well.
Speaking English is a great skill. Knowing how to use computer software is a skill. Being a good public speaker is a skill.
When people have extra money, they usually think about buying objects. They buy clothes, electronics, or cars.
But physical objects lose their value over time. A car gets old and rusty. A mobile phone eventually breaks.
However, you are your own greatest asset. Let's define the word asset for our listeners.
An asset is something valuable that you own, which can help you succeed in the future. A house is a physical asset, but your mind and your personal abilities are your biggest, most important assets.
So, spending money to improve yourself is the absolute best investment you can ever make.
Skills can include buying an online course, or buying educational books, or getting professional training.
Unlike physical objects, skills stay with you for your entire life. Nobody can steal your knowledge.
And they have a compounding effect. They can open unexpected doors to much better job opportunities.
They can lead directly to a higher income. So buy that English book today.
Or take that computer class you have been thinking about. That money will pay you back many times over.
All right, those are the 8 smart money habits. We covered a lot of ground today.
Before we finish the episode, let's do a deep review of some useful English expressions from today's talk.
This is the part where you really grow your English vocabulary. Let's start with a word we discussed indirectly.
The word is materialistic. This is a long, descriptive word.
Someone who is materialistic focuses too much on physical possessions and buying expensive things.
They care much more about having designer clothes and nice cars than they care about human relationships.
The direct opposite of that behavior might be our next vocabulary word. The word is frugal.
Frugal is a fantastic word. Being frugal means being careful, smart, and responsible with your money.
It does not mean you are cheap or stingy. It just means you absolutely refuse to waste money on silly things.
Next, we had the phrase discretionary spending. Remember, discretionary means it's your personal choice.
This is money spent on non-essential things: entertainment, eating out at restaurants, and hobbies.
Fall into this category.
Then we had the big phrase of the day: financial literacy.
This simply means the ability to understand how money works in real, everyday life.
Next was our fun English idiom, burning a hole in your pocket.
This means feeling a very strong, impatient urge to spend your cash immediately.
Here is another great idiom about money and society: keep up with the Joneses.
Keeping up with the Joneses means trying to exactly match your neighbor's or friend's expensive lifestyle.
If your neighbor buys a new boat, you feel you must buy a new boat too. It's a terrible financial habit.
And finally, the phrase on the same page. This is great for couples.
When you are on the same page with someone, it means you both agree and understand the situation perfectly.
Wow, we covered so much useful information today. We talked about aligning your personal values and checking in monthly.
We also talked about automating your life and reframing the way you think about extra money.
Remember, improving your financial life does not require huge, frightening changes. It all starts with very small, daily habits.
If you just check your bank account once a month without feeling terrified, you're already winning the game.
And the exact same rule is true for learning a new language. Consistency is everything.
Learning English becomes so much easier and more enjoyable when you talk about real-life topics.
When you learn vocabulary related to money and personal growth, you're learning words you'll actually use.
Before you leave us today, please do not forget our special challenge. We really want to hear from you.
Please write one sentence in the comments section below. Tell us, one money habit I want to improve is blank.
Maybe you want to be less materialistic, or maybe you want to start a monthly financial check-in. Tell us.
We read every single comment. We truly love hearing your personal stories from all around the world.
Your comments inspire us to make even better podcast episodes. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with us today.
Take care of your English. Practice a little bit every single day.
And take care of your future. Be kind to the future version of you.
We'll see you in the next episode on English Radio Channel.